am Robyn Perlman, founder and president of the Business Leadership Institute for Early Learning. We operate statewide in the field of early learning childcare to develop robust, performance-based business strategies that will increase revenues to meet the actual cost of high-quality childcare, with wages that fully monetize the value of the talent needed to meet outcomes consistent with the highest standards for the children these businesses serve. Our relationship with the Women's Fund began with a call I received from Deborah, who was the co-chair of the Grants Committee. She was very interested in a better understanding of the landscape of early learning childcare, as it was being considered a focus area for the Women's Fund. What stands out for me in regards to the power in the collective mission of Women for Women, the possibilities of this singular focus. At a more granular level, regarding the Business Institute's work in low to moderate income communities, the issues of childcare are especially aligned with the Women's Fund work, particularly related to women's economic mobility and leadership. Although certainly impacting health and well-being and freedom from violence, as in many instances, these childcare centers and home-based businesses provide sanctuaries, safe spaces with nutritious meals, and in some cases, the first detection of mental or physical abuse, health issues, and other areas of concern. Childcare is central for women's economic mobility, not only for the women in the workforce, but for the woman workforce of childcare, where wages are depressed, and that is now crushing the system, not only for the current childcare workforce, but for future pipelines where young talent could enter an industry if there were competitive wages. As concerning is the challenge that many women face related to the fiscal cliff, where low-income women have a decision to make regarding taking a raise, improving their credentials, but would lose their child care subsidies, which are financially more beneficial for them at this time than the wage increase. Although the decision to keep those subsidies may be beneficial in the short term, it will keep them stuck ultimately in the same fiscal circumstances over the long term. Now in Florida, with mandated wage increases, which we highly applaud, child care that has subsidies, those families may lose those benefits as the parents receive higher salaries, and the higher salaries are not enough to really cost the cover of increased childcare cost. Our relationship with the Women's Fund has given the Business Institute the opportunity to bring more thought leaders into the conversation through their network. The Women's Fund is really good at critical thinking, designing possibilities, and through the Women's Fund, deeply rooted community connections, they can really put women power behind new ideas. The leadership is not afraid to be in the exploration, problem-solving lane, to take on new initiatives that can be tested, homegrown, and scaled. From my observation and work with the Women's Fund to date, I'd like to see them continue to engage in these conversations the way that they currently do that, with intelligence and creativity, coalescing partnerships, and then continue to bring the issues through their storytelling to the community at large.